Let's take a look at what unconditional love means.
B.U.S.T, it's easy to see what those four letters mean. You, it's unconditional love, the best that you'll ever have.
Unconditional love means loving our kids no matter what happens, because a part of our role is to be there to support, encourage, help and celebrate with them. It's a matter of being consistent in showing your love to your kids. Tell them you love them, make eye contact and use their names. Unconditional love needs to be spoken.
Well, I think unconditional love is about providing love and providing support no matter what. It's not just about providing love when praise is due, but it's about providing love all the time. When things go wrong, when kids are in crisis, even when you're angry with them or they're angry with you, I think your love needs to stay the same through all of those times. I think loving your kids in equal measure, no matter what they do or no matter what their background is really important, because nothing is more destructive than treating one child differently to another. And some kids will be good at some things and other kids will not be good at some things. Some kids will be angels, other kids will be very difficult to deal with and have all sorts of problems. But as a father, that unconditional love that you provide to those kids has to be the same in equal measure across all your children, and that needs to be constant for all their years.
Some dads confuse unconditional love with something like being their kid's friend, being their pal. It's very important to be close to kids, but in the end, they don't need another pal, they need a parent. So what does unconditional love look like? In this competitive world, it means that your love for them does not depend on things like their academic performance, their ability at sport, how they behave, even their behaviour with you, their attitude to you, what they believe, things like that. For example, if you've got two children and one is ducks of school, very bright, and the other one isn't, it's very easy for the second child to feel you don't love them because they're not as good. Love them unconditionally and make sure you tell them that your love does not depend on their performance.
Communication is the key. Talk to your kids about how you love them, why they're special and how valued they are.
Well, there's a couple of things that I like to do. Firstly, if I can find common ground with the kids, for argument's sake, doing something with them that they're interested in and being part of that. In that process, you can provide praise and affirmation and support, and that does show, I think, a little bit of that unconditional love that we're talking about. Often when you're working on common ground, it makes it a lot easier. Another way of doing that, of course, is to stay in touch, to provide little messages during the week to your kids to say, that's good, I like that, that's terrific, looking forward to seeing you tonight, hope you're doing okay. So it's all of those things, just to stay in touch, but show that those messages have an element of that unconditional love in them. One thing I would say about being a dad is it is probably the most difficult job you will ever undertake, and it makes doing the job of police commissioner look like a walk in the park.
So remember the B.U.S.T concept and showing unconditional love, and you'll be well on your way to being the best dad you can be.